Neal Adams Classics. This one is a brilliant artist edition from IDW. This is all his DC work. Obviously it doesn't include every single page, but it includes a lot. It's 288 pages, just recently come out. It is huge. I got my copy for about £85. Really pleased. I loved his work for years and years and years. So it's just great. Let's just go through it. Got a few other examples to show of his work as well, which I think are worth seeing. But this book is amazing. Just really massive. Now it's not as big as, of course, the Mad Edition one, obviously Jack Kirby ones, but this is a massive book. 288 pages, I think. And you can see it's just got a great introduction. Also, it splits it into different sections. So you've got here Batman. And of course, it's also got Deadman, Green Lantern, Justice League of America, Tomahawk, and a few others as well. And it goes through, and you see it's got there the page numbers. I always love they include the page numbers because they don't actually include the page numbers on the pages. So it doesn't really sort of, you still have to search for it. Got a rough idea, of course, where it is, but it doesn't amuse me whenever I see page 86. I think, well, there is no page 86 listed. So baffling, but who cares? You just have to admire the brilliant art, and I love this story. Now, it doesn't include many complete stories. I think this may be the only one, but what a story. I just love this one, The Silent Night of the Batman, Christmas tale. Can't beat a good old Christmas tale, bearing gifts we try, etc, etc. Now, I might be completely wrong that it includes everything, probably, but I still love it. Still brilliant, brilliant story, and whenever I've read it over the years, I've always enjoyed it. So there's that one. Now, of course, you can see when you see it, you've obviously got some white pages like that, and some clearly have sort of slightly tanned over the years. It's also got some covers as well. The wall of the, there's my murderer, Batman, avenge my death. Now, I'm really looking forward to see lots of these stories. Some of these stories I've never particularly read over the years. Batman ones not so familiar with, so I'm really looking forward when they bring out the DC finest, of course, of those. You've got here the Legion of Superheroes. Now it also comes out with a few ones where they're fold outs. I'm not going to try and do that on here because it's just a disaster. It's very hard to put them back again. But you can see just it goes over a couple of there. So you've got one page and it spreads obviously out double. Wow, really, really good. But of course, if they'd gone for a massive, big, huge volume, they wouldn't have had that issue. But still, I still love this. But it is slightly impractical when you try and turn the page and try and get them back in again. This one, Batman, Bruce Wayne, a murder case. And it just got loads of, when was this one? This was 1972. Lots of obviously 1970s work. And that's of course classic one there. Batman Joker one. Notice they're bringing out a DC finest Joker. I assume it will include some of those sort of additions with stories. So another one. Look at that. Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Always love to see them without the obviously all the text and things as well. Just great. Well, you got that one. We've also got Detective Comics there. Batman, obviously, the challenge of the Man-Bat. And then on to Deadman as well. The Deadman stories, right? They're, of course, bringing out a DC finest of Deadman. So, obviously, these stories will be soon available as well. There also was an omnibus edition as well. Absolutely huge volume. Really good book. And you see more of their Deadman. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful book. And then you got, of course, got the classic Green Lantern stories. I think it was issue 76, 77, etc. This one, I think 76. And you can see then onto the Green Lantern, destroy them. And of course, you've got the cover there. And a child shall destroy them. This is obviously issue 83 of that. And then on to another. Oh, that was a great Green Lantern story as well. I really, really just loved them. And there's obviously the classic Green Lantern, Green Arrow story there. Ooh, and many other pages of Green Lantern as well. It's split quite unusual way it's done it. They've split it and they've got the page numbers for each of the sections. I bought loads of Neal Adams works over the years, but unfortunately just couldn't find any actual comics Neal Adams works. Terrible. But I've got this, the Showcase Green Lantern. Love this one. I'm really looking forward to if they ever bring it out. A DC finest of the Green Lantern. It'd be brilliant, these stories. Just absolute masterpiece. Now, I did buy the comics when they came out. Really love them. I wish I had kept them because they were just great. But it's still, over the years, I've obviously given away, sold them, etc. But it's still, at least I've got the Showcase to look at. And it's just great lot of artwork there. And of course, in the volume that I've just shown, the artist edition, it's got quite a few of these stories, but it's of course always nice to see them all complete in one place, because that's the one thing the artist edition doesn't have in this case. There's not many complete stories. So onto this one as well, the X-Men. Now, of course, this is a Marvel one. That's obviously a DC one, but this is great. It's a gallery edition, just full of some really great artwork. Beautiful, obviously colour edition. One of the best, I think. You've got Sentinels, you've got Magneto, you've got many other characters as well. Really brilliant book. On with this book, again, just filled with some great stuff. Also, I really love lots of pencil as well, pencil work, not just inked work, which is just absolutely brilliant. Just seeing the quality of that, I would love to see more of it. Just so great to see the pencil work, not just the ink work. And of course, you've also got this, the House of Mystery. Again, it's got page numbers, etc., but unfortunately doesn't actually include them on the actual pages, which of course maybe some people might prefer, of course. But still, this has got The Witching Hour, Phantom Stranger, as well as House of Mystery, etc. And this has just got some great little stories. And again, some lovely pencil work. Love that. Absolute brilliant. Also, that is just great on the covers. Also, you've got there Nightmare, House of Secrets. I didn't mention House of Secrets, but obviously it's got that as well. And also on to Superman. I think it's just great. Justice League of America, and also Western. So you've got Western ones, you've got the Tomahawk, and we've got brilliant Superman ones there, and Superboy as well, obviously included in there. And of course, you've got a very dramatic shot there of Superman, but you've weirdly got a bit of Batman there as well, but Superman is in that story. And of course, you've got this classic one, who is swifter, smarter, stronger than Superman? Of course, there's a surprise, etc. Supergirl, have you gone mad? You smashed, etc. But obviously, the film and everything coming fairly soon. And some Justice League of America. I love these ones. This is the period when I started to buy Justice League of America. These sort of around this sort of issue. Just loved them. Absolutely classic. I also love that sidebars as well with all the, obviously, Hawkman, Atom, Robin. Just great. Also down there, Justice Society of America as well, which I always thought was a lovely touch. And then you've got the Deadman one, the Flash. So you've got a mix of other stories. Oh, it's just brilliant. Obviously, oh, that's the Golden Age Flash, obviously, in a slightly bad condition there. Spectre, you've got Tom, and then you've got this one, which is brilliant because this, of course, is one of the DC finest. They're coming out, the Western one. So you've got that one. I think I love it says J Orlando there as well at the top. But it's just filled with some just truly brilliant, weird Western there, tales, absolutely great, Wanted, El Diablo, and so on. So this book is brilliant, weighs an absolute ton. If you're a Neal Adams fan, I think this is as they would all say, no-brainer. You know, it is. It's just an absolutely brilliant book. Hopefully, they will be bringing out more of these DC-related ones because I think it's just absolutely brilliant. DC covers. I would love a book of all the Justice League of America covers, all of them. It'd be nice if they could get that. Whether that's, of course, ever possible, it would be an absolute brilliant and one I would definitely get. But I think this one is definitely an absolutely brilliant one to come out with. And I think there's a classic covers, I think. But I assume that's going to be lots of different titles and different covers, which I'm certain there's going to be some great material in that. But say Justice League of America one would be one that I would like. But brilliant. Obviously, you can think of many others. I'm quite certain of other artists that you would love to see. Obviously, anything with Gil Kane would be brilliant. I don't know why there's not been that many, if any, Gil Kane ones. Have they forgotten about poor old Gil Kane? Because I think he's one of the best. Jim Aparo, of course, comes to mind, and many, many other artists you could see coming out with all these various comics. Obviously, that would be brilliant. Gil Kane with all the Atom ones and Green Lantern as well, if they're available, of course. If they're not, I guess that's going to be a problem. But I think what a brilliant book, really worth picking up. Are you going to pick it up? Do you love these art? They are heavy, they're massive, and they are awkward sometimes to read, so I'll have to point that out. But I still love them. Anyway, questions, thoughts, always great to hear from you. Bye.